Good morning, everybody, and thank you once again for coming for episode 8 of Voice of Silence. Before we begin, I would like to quote, it's an anonymous quote, but there are two of them, so please listen carefully. Let's raise children who won't have to recover from their childhoods. I'm going to repeat that. Let's raise children who don't have to recover from their childhood. I hope this message is crystal clear. Children don't need to be strong in the face of adversity. They need to be safe. Safe being the key word here. Now let's begin. Bearing these lines in mind, let's welcome our 8th speaker, Sana. I've interacted with her a few times personally, on the phone, on Zoom, in a lot of ways. And what I could gather is that she's a very kind-hearted person, compassionate, helpful. And honestly, I have not seen anybody who works so hard on herself all the time. Of course, there are reasons behind it which we will know why, but well, that is something I actually look up to in her. Wonderful human being, and because of that, that also reflects in what she does, and which basically focuses on welfare and wellness. That she will only speak about. So welcome, Sana. And thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Thank you so much. That was a lovely introduction. मेरे को लग रहा था मेरे बारे में ही बोल रहे हैं क्या? Yes. So thank you for that. And where do you want me to start from? I'm really nervous.
Don't be. This is all good. You take your time. We basically have brought you here, Sana, because I think all of us have stories that we want to share. And we want to change the world in a little bit. So before we begin, I think what I would like you to do is maybe look at the camera and just you want to give a message to the world, like who is Sana and what does she want to say to the world, like a quick one-liner.
What I think is, I don't know a lot of things really well. एक basic चीज़ है, that is kindness, compassion, इंसानियत, humanity, है ना? ये सब चीज़ें हम लोग when we come in this world, we come in as neutral, right? And then with time, obviously with experiences and with whatever happens with us, we change. And a lot of bad things happen with everybody. ऐसा कोई नहीं है जिसके लाइफ में बुरी टाइम नहीं आता है, बट उसका ये मतलब नहीं कि हम अपना काइंडनेस छोड़ दें, राइट? एंड व्हाट आई फील इज़ कि अगर कभी कभी मेरे को पता है कि बहुत आपका बुरा टाइम चल रहा है, या यू आर गोइंग थ्रू अ बैड फेज, या आपका दिन अच्छा नहीं जा रहा है, एंड ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम समबडी गोज थ्रू समथिंग, कभी कभी होता है डिफ़िकल्ट कि आप काइंड नहीं हो पाते. मेरे को भी ना ऐसे बहुत सारी सिचुएशंस है जब मेरे को समझ नहीं आता कि मैं क्या बोलूँ, बट वो वाले सिचुएशंस में ना आई प्रेफर कीपिंग क्वाइट, राइट? एंड आई थिंक वो मेरा एक छोटा कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है उस टाइम पे कि ठीक है, मैं अभी अच्छा नहीं कर पा रही हूँ कुछ, मैं उनको ज़्यादा कंफर्ट नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, लेकिन मैं कुछ गलत बोल के भी बुरा नहीं करूँ, मैं किसी को सेल्फ डाउट में नहीं डालूँ, मैं किसी को उस जोन में नहीं डालूँ जहाँ पे वो अपने आप को हेट करे या सोचे कि मेरी गलती है क्या, या मैं कुछ गलत कर रहा हूँ. वो वाला जोन में मैं किसी को नहीं डालना चाहती, और किसी को भी कोई भी वो डिज़र्व नहीं करता, राइट? सो जस्ट मैं एक ही चीज़ बोल सकती हूँ जो मैंने बचपन से सीखी है, एंड वो यही है कि बस लेट्स बी काइंड, लेट्स बी कंपैशनेट. और अगर वो नहीं हो पाते, बस लोगों पे व्हाइल यू आर वॉकिंग, इफ़ यू सी समबडी जस्ट स्माइल, राइट? दैट इज़ द लीस्ट यू कैन डू, एंड डोंट मेक थिंग्स वर्स फॉर पीपल ऑलरेडी गो थ्रू अ लॉट. सो या,
I agree, I echo, I mirror that sentiment completely and 100%. I feel you, I do, I really do. And I also know that a person who says all these things has a history. They do, because they have seen something which they wouldn't want for others, right? And like I said, because I mirror this, the reason why I'm here is because again of history, that I always felt unlistened to. Right. So I was like, let me be the voice for others. So on that note, what is your background, Sana? Whatever you want to speak, whatever you want to tell about your childhood, so that people here and the world, we are giving a message to the world, they put pieces together and understand ऐसे होता है,
Right. Um,
Whatever you are comfortable with.
right. So as we were just speaking some time back, this is the first time that publicly I'll be talking about a lot of things. And there has been a lot of hesitation because when as a child I tried to talk about things, I couldn't, and I was told by people that I'm trying to seek attention or sympathy and all of that. But yeah, today here I'm trying to get over this fear of mine. And so when I was a child, I think when I was 2.5, my parents got separated.
Like a divorce?
Divorced.
Okay.
Yes. And I have an elder brother. My elder brother went to my father, and I came to my mother because I was, I think, younger in howsoever the law and the court works. And I think by the age of 4 and 5, my mother got married to my stepfather, and I was living with them. So my mother also had a lot of challenges because she got married when she was 18, and she got divorced when she was my age, 27, 28. And she was going through a lot, so definitely with her going through a lot and with her trying to cope up and with how the society was reacting, the best option that time for her was to, you know, maybe get married. And that is how the society is. And then during that time, I think divorce wasn't normal. It's still not. I think you know better how it is. But so the process was very difficult. The relatives around were very, very difficult. School wasn't good. There were certain problems at home. A lot of problems in my personal space, and a lot of problems when I talk about school also. So good things also happen. I'm not saying my life is really bad all the time. I had my nani, like, who's made me who I am. The compassion part, the welfare part comes from her. My mom gave me the wings to just go out and perform and do things. And that was my safe space, you know. Not safe space, but that space
Happy.
where I could be Sana and just be
Free.
myself and be free. Yeah. So वो मेरा space था. So in school I was a very good student. I was the star kid, and that's all thanks to my principal. I want to take her name. Her name is Madhuri Parthi. I'm a lot of things because of her. So yeah, so she gave me a lot of opportunities. She knew my mom also. She knew all the history and everything. But I think I worked hard also to get those opportunities. And till a certain age, it was fine. Then I shifted to the other school, and that was the time where I think 6th grade onwards, my life got a little bad, and 9th was when it got pathetic. And 6th grade onwards, so lot of things started happening. I was growing up, and being a woman, you are already exploring your body, and things are happening. You don't know, okay, I have breast and what to do with it. It's already so uncomfortable. And then, you know, people come. So I've grown in Gurgaon. People coming behind my bus. I've been molested. I've been harassed by people who I know, familiar people in my personal space. And I have been harassed by people outside my personal space. I've been harassed in a movie theater. I've been harassed in school. I've been harassed by a very famous person when I went to Bombay to do acting. I got harassed recently, and the story just goes on. But at that point of time when I was a kid, the worst thing that I feel is that I was a kid, right? And as you also say कि बच्चों को नहीं पता होता है ना, मम्मी पापा को थोड़ा या केयर गिवर्स को पता होना चाहिए कि क्या करें. आई अंडरस्टैंड उनकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के अकॉर्डिंगली भी दे डिड देयर बेस्ट. बट you know, when I see these things from where I am today, I feel मेरे को इतना अगर फील होता है या मेरे को इतना समझ आता है तो उन लोगों को कैसे नहीं समझ आ पाया, ये मेरे को थोड़ा सा लगता है. And then my school was a very bad space for me.
The school that you changed into?
No, so 9th class onwards, and this shift started happening 6th onwards, and then I think 7th, 8th was the last session that I performed well, and then my principal switched, and then my life went down the lane. Like,
why is
then
that?
It was pathetic.
Why the school bit? I understand. So I'm just going to just so that everybody understands what I've understood is that basically when puberty hit is when you were confused yourself,
Right.
which all of us have been.
Yeah.
Was there anybody to educate you about your body and about boundaries?
So, not about boundaries, not about sex education the way it should be.
Any communication? This is right.
But
this,
in my family, we've been open about, so periods were never a big thing. Getting a bra for the first time was a fun thing to do for them. But as a kid, I'm still exploring. Right? So my family has been really open about talking about such things internally. Like all the ladies of the families so my mother's side, as in my nani, my mommy, these people, we talk about a lot of things. But when we talk about educating me about what are the boundaries, or if something like this happens, what to do.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
There was no education related to this, not even in my school, and I am from a good school. So
and you're from Gurgaon, and you obviously, this is happening post 2000, no, I'm guessing?
yes.
All this?
Yes.
Yeah, because I belong to a different generation, and well, it seems like nothing's changed, right? Which angers me to no degree. My question to you is, did anybody even tell you that, beta, or like as a teacher, that when this happens, then did you feel shame when shit was happening?
I'm having goosebumps right now.
No, so am I. But when the first time you were harassed by somebody, how did you feel? Did you go to somebody to say, ye mere saath aaj hua, without feeling shame?
So I'll tell you what started happening was, and so क्या होता है ना, यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी फीमेल्स को, मतलब मेरे साथ जो हुआ उस टाइम पे कि I was marked wrong, I was marked characterless.
Who are these people?
By everybody, and it was a very bad time for me. So 6th onwards, when I shifted to the senior building, my senior building was in Sona Road. So a lot of people from across Gurgaon started following my bus, and these are like proper the Gunda people. And I'll tell you, this is also a very interesting story. 6th to 12th, I have been also protected because of this person who used to follow my bus from 6th grade to 12th grade. He was a so-called Gunda in Gurgaon. Like, he's done really bad things. And he used to come and tell me on my face that I like you, तो इसलिए मैं तेरे को कुछ कर नहीं रहा हूँ, लेकिन अगर मैं चाहूँ तो तेरे को उठा के लेके जा सकता हूँ. But today I look at him in a different way because he protected me from so many people. मैं ट्यूशन जाती थी, मेरे को सर्कल करते थे लोग, तो वो बचाता था. मेरे बस के पीछे लोग ज़्यादा आते थे, तो वो बचाता था. बट मेरे स्कूल के टीचर्स के लिए आई वॉज ऑलवेज रॉन्ग. मतलब the way and the funny part
just before
is,
that, sorry to interrupt you, where were your parents here? Where were they? I'm sorry, but I have to ask this. Like, did they know that हमारी बेटी यहाँ से स्कूल जाती है and गुड़गांव के गुंडे, like, why is that blindsided thing?
So yeah, I'll also, I think there was
again answer whatever you're comfortable with.
There was a time where I feel I was very disconnected with my parents. So my father wasn't there. I did not speak to my father till I turned 14. And that was also because I got so frustrated with whatever was happening that I just called him one day.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, so I just called him one day. But before that, people knew what was happening. And so my mom was, she's a teacher, and same school में मेरी मम्मी teacher है. Senior building के बाद shift हो गया. And I'm telling you, all these teachers who shamed me, who made me feel that, who called me by different words and who spoke about my character, all these teachers, they know my mother. They are my
So
mom's.
they are aware.
Yeah, they are my mom's friends. And बच्चे हैं ना, बच्चे में गलतियाँ करते थे. तो कभी स्कूल में फ़ोन ले गई मैं, मेरा फ़ोन पकड़ा गया. तो उसके लिए मेरी मम्मी को जिस वे से चीज़ें पुट आउट की गई, दैट वाज रॉन्ग. There was a guy in school, I think 9th 10th grade, I think 9th grade. That was the time when I was like so lost and I was just seeking for somebody जो मेरे से मतलब मेरे को
थोड़ा
प्यार से बात कर ले, है ना. और उस टाइम पे वो लड़के को भी इतनी क्या समझती या जो भी, तो we met somewhere near the library and I think he was hugging me or something. I wouldn't say he was hugging me, we were hugging, and some teachers saw, and oh my god, that was the day when my life became pathetic. Because उससे पहले फिर भी थोड़ा manageable था. उससे पहले when I used to go out, like people and guys used to call me words for not being their girlfriend. Like people used to come propose me, and how can I be with 10 guys or 100 guys at the same time? And then they started, it was really bad. There was this guy who like he started blackmailing me because उस time पे कुछ तो there was this MMS thing happening in Gurgaon, and I have been a very I care a lot about my father's respect and everything. Like पापा की इज्जत की मेरे को मैं केयर करती हूँ. I've been that kid. Not अभी से, पहले से. तो मेरे को उस टाइम पे भी ना यही थॉट आया कि यार ये MMS अगर मेरी कोई फ़ोटो एडिट करके बना देगा, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे दिमाग नहीं था कि एडिटिंग नकली लगती है. तो I was like, oh my god, what will I do? And this is me going from my home to my tuition, where again 10-15 guys are following me. And that so-called Gunda of Gurgaon, I don't want to take his name, he was also there. He came and I was crying that day, and I thought कि tuition के बाद I'll go kill myself. Because
how old were you at this point in time?
I was 14.
And this is mazak wala killing, or these are real suicidal?
No. I would have killed myself. I just imagine, no, I was 14.
What was going on in your head?
Don't have a good relationship with my family. Like they are there for me, but still don't have a good relationship where I can trust in them and I know कि okay,
safety,
वो नहीं
protection.
था. हाँ, तो वो वाला चीज़. और फ्रेंड्स भी उस टाइम पे ऐसे नहीं थे. जितने लड़के दोस्त थे वो आधे ज़्यादा पीछे पड़े हुए थे, और लड़कियां दोस्त थी वो भी
starting to get into the judgmental zone as well.
Yes, all the time.
Yes.
तो मतलब at that point of time I don't know who to go to. I don't know what to do, who to talk to, how to explain people what's happening.
Was there anybody that you could speak to? No, you were totally alone.
At that point of time, no.
I'm sorry.
Like
although I kind of relate, and just would like to tell anybody who's listening that that's a shit place to be. When you don't have anybody to talk to, when you're that age, when your brain is not formed and you've already been exploited, molested by people you trust, and then you're a child, I mean, for crying out loud, you're a child, then you go and then shit happens at school, and then shit happens later, and you are the bad person. So if anybody is listening, parents and teachers, I'm sorry, I know you will also say it, but this is coming from me. Parents and teachers, please get up and take notice. Your grades are not going to get you anywhere. This, please, you are the first safety. You're the soil, man. You're the ground beneath the sapling. Please don't judge it. Be there for it. Otherwise, बच्चे पैदा मत करो अगर आपके बस की नहीं है. और अगर आप teacher हो, understand what teachers mean. Okay, you're not there. You're not going to judge. And this goes out to, by the way, my teachers as well. I'm sorry, I'm taking your space. Yes, whoever is listening, you did that to me too, which was like what, 30 years ago, and I was called names. Do you know I'm still recovering from it? Exactly the same thing. And teachers, her teachers, कुछ सीखा नहीं है. क्या education है आपकी? आप अभी फिर ये सुन रहे हैं हम. So, and this goes out to the world in general. This is something which is very, very close to me, because I've lived through it exactly. So please change and don't give bullshit stories about education and school when आप अंदर से कुछ change नहीं हो रहे हो, and you're still, I mean, it's a shame that I have to call somebody to talk about this. Really, I wish this was not a topic to be discussed and we had moved on to more evolved issues, but well, here we are. So anyways, sorry, please go ahead. ये निकलना था. Thank you for giving me space.
So I also have the same sort of feeling, especially for the teachers. Like it, मतलब for a kid like me, and so my teachers, ऐसा नहीं है ना कि वो teachers मेरे को जानती नहीं थी. जैसे आपके केस में मे बी आपकी टीचर्स आपको उतना नहीं जानती हूँ,
अच्छे से
जानती थी,
and they just flipped.
हाँ, so
because they didn't have a plea.
Yeah, मेरे साथ भी, and मेरे साथ और ज़्यादा इसलिए था क्योंकि I've grown in that school. मैं वो सारे टीचर्स के साथ बाहर भी मिली हूँ क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी टीचर थी, मेरी प्रिंसिपल टीचर थी. I've got access to all the meetings and places these teachers have been to, so I've been around them. That was the time where ये टीचर्स ऐसे ऐसे करती थी. And then suddenly when this my principal went, Mrs. Madhuri Parthi, she made me मतलब मेरे को लगता है ना, अगर वो नहीं होती और सीधा यही लोग होते तो मतलब मैं लाइफ में कुछ नहीं कर पाती. मेरे को वैसे भी यहाँ तक पहुँचने में, ये वे ढूंढने में टाइम लगा है और बहुत सारा मतलब बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस हैं, बहुत कुछ है. बट अगर वो नहीं होती तो मेरी लाइफ बहुत ख़राब होती. बट वो उनने इतना अच्छा दिखा दिया था और उसके बाद इतना ज़्यादा बुरा हो गया. Like, and this is why I can also talk about the difference between a very good teacher,
yes,
a very good guru, and I don't know what to call them. I can't call them gurus or teachers. And I have been this kid who's like, I respect guru shishya relationship. मैंने जो भी अपनी ज़िंदगी में सीखा है मैंने अपने टीचर्स के थ्रू सीखा है. I'm not a media person, I'm not a what do you call टेक्नोलॉजी पर्सन. यूट्यूब वगैरह से मैं कुछ चीज़ें सीख पाती हूँ बट मैं नहीं सीख पाती हूँ. मेरा टीचर्स के साथ वैसा रिलेशन है. एंड दीज टीचर्स, ओके, leave apart this principal who made my life hell, but all the other teachers who were with me since childhood
and since before her, nobody stood by you.
What made you change? No, they were so bad with me. I still remember, Kanika, and बहुत छोटी बात है ना. मैं बहुत स्टार किड रही हूँ. मैं पढ़ाई में बहुत अच्छी थी और सब कुछ, और मेरा सब कुछ अप टू डेट रहता था. और मेरी मम्मी टीचर है तो बहुत मारती थी कि अगर पढ़ाई नहीं करो तो ऑब्वियसली पढ़ाई करना वाज द नंबर 1 थिंग. मेरी एक टीचर हैं, साइंस पढ़ाती थी हमारे को. मेरे को याद नहीं है बायो, फिज़िक्स, केमिस्ट्री क्या पढ़ाती थी. 9th क्लास की बात है. मेरा ना एंड 9th नहीं, सॉरी 7th 8th की बात है. 9th तो ख़राब हो गया था. 7th 8th की बात है जब ये स्विच चल रहा था. तब प्रिंसिपल भी थी लेकिन ये दूसरी वाली एज HM आ गई थी, तो ये हमारी बिल्डिंग में रहती थी. तो एंड तब तक मेरे कॉम्पिटिशन्स नहीं रुके थे, तो मैं कॉम्पिटिशन्स के लिए जा रही थी और सब कुछ के लिए जा रही थी. एंड उसके प्रेपरेशन में मेरी ना नोटबुक में बस इंडेक्स नहीं भरा था मैंने. एंड that teacher just ridiculed me for not filling up the index so much. Like, she threw the notebook on me, she made me sit on the floor and what not. And that was the
in
time
front of your class.
हाँ, and वो टाइम था कि मैं एज अ बच्चा नहीं समझती थी ना ये सब चीज़ें, कि तब मेरे को लगता था कि यार ये जगह है ना मेरे परफॉर्म करने की, यहाँ मैं स्टार हूँ, यहाँ मैं सना हूँ. शी जस्ट took that away in a moment from me. For what? Maybe she was frustrated from before. I don't think वो बस उनकी उस दिन की frustration थी. Because and this teacher, so my mom follows Buddhism. She practices Buddhism and it's been since my childhood, and we've been around the circle and we've been around the community. And this very teacher was the one who introduced my mom to Buddhism. So definitely knew the challenges that were happening, what is going on, how the family situation is, how everything is.
That's strange. That's strange then. I understand if she had no idea. Then also it's not.
And all the teachers in my school, like all the teachers, not from my point, like I did not.
Were they
discuss
sucking
with
up
them.
to the principal?
I don't know.
They didn't have the guts to stand on their own.
I don't know what it. So even if that was the case, then वही वाली बात ना कि आप चुप रह लो. आप don't make it bad for people. No, अगर ऐसा कुछ है to keep quiet. तब भी you were
So what I
rooting for
need
the
to-
principal.
What I need to then ask you, this was school, this was way back, right?
Yeah.
How much of it have you been able to get over? Have you or have you
Trust
not?
me, so I feel that I've healed a lot, and then comes a day where I feel that okay, there's this bit जो नहीं heal हुआ है, या मे बी ये चीज़ जैसे today I was talking to you about, I have never spoken about my parents being divorced publicly.
Why is that?
Because as a kid, again in school, when my mom got to know कि ठीक है मेरे को पता है कि पापा मेरे कौन हैं and all of that, and that my mom thought for some reason that I don't know कि मेरे पापा कोई है. She thought कि मैं मेरे reality यही है, her being with my stepdad and life. मेरे को याद ही नहीं है, उनके accordingly
She did
ये
not
था.
communicate to you directly?
She wanted me to grow up
And
and
then
then tell me, but
That's fair enough, that's her
I just
choice, yeah.
knew it. मतलब मेरे को पापा का फेस याद था, मेरे को भाई का फेस, अपना घर सब कुछ याद था. But yeah, so in school maybe ऐसा, I think my first boyfriend at 10th grade, I started dating an equally broken kid, equally damaged kid. He was also from a broken family, very bad situation में, हम दोनों ही बुरे situation में थे, तो हमको लगा वाह प्यार मिल गया. और क्योंकि अब उसके साइड तो ओपनली बात कर रहे हैं कि डिवोर्स के बारे में, तो मेरे को लगा कि यहाँ मैं बता सकती हूँ कि मेरे को ये पता है, क्योंकि अभी आप समझो 12-14 साल ज़िंदगी में आप एक सच को लेके चुप हो.
Yeah.
एंड वो सच ऐसा नहीं, मतलब सच नहीं, एक रियलिटी आपके लाइफ का कि ओके आई नो आई हैव अ ब्रदर, आई मिस माई ब्रदर, आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट दिस विद समबडी एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड बीटिंग दिस गाय, एंड इसको मैंने बताया था. And I think his mom and my mom also became really good friends. His mom spoke to my mom, and then few teachers in my school spoke to my mom, and how it came out to be was that I am trying to gain sympathy. Now,
As a 14-year-old?
yeah. And this was like, so I have a very big communication problem. Like right now I'm talking with you, आपको इतना नहीं लग रहा
I
होगा.
don't think so, but
है
yeah,
ना?
please
But
go on.
everybody, people who are in relationship with me, people who are around me, they feel I have a really big communication problem, because I think it's a lot because of things that happen in the childhood, because I was told things like okay, you're trying to gain sympathy, or also because there was nobody to listen to me. So I just learned. I have a friend, a very very close friend, he keeps on telling me you mummer all the time. मतलब वो मेरे साथ चल रहा होएगा, and then because I've just gotten so used to talking to myself, like just me and myself. So मेरे को ना अब वो effort लगता है कि अगर मेरे को एक किसी के साथ communicate करना है, क्योंकि वो आदत नहीं है. So when you ask me about if I have healed, these are parts of me that are still healing.
I'll take a moment here. So whoever's listening again, now this is important, and this is also coming from a person who has studied a bit of psychology, a little bit of NLP and things like that. Here's a little bit of that point of view. Let's just look at a little child. A child is growing up. A child is like a fresh brain, fresh. उसके साथ कुछ incidents होंगे, and उसके that person doesn't know, that person is kind of just groping in the dark, and then a lot of unpleasant things happen with the child which are unnatural. They are not natural. You don't wish that for any child. So that starts to happen. And now I was talking about with Sana थोड़ी देर पहले. You know what she told me? She said, you know, I'm understanding that I might be construed in this way or that way, but I'm learning to alter my thought and not think like that. That hit me, and I'll tell you why. Because why the hell does she need to alter her thought when things that she's been wronged? मतलब जिसके साथ गलती हुई है वो बैठ के अपना थॉट चेंज करे, बट ये दुनिया आराम से बैठी है, एंड दे आर शेमिंग हर, दे आर सिंगलिंग हर आउट. There is nobody to listen to her. She is groping, and then if she makes any so-called mistakes, which is very very human, every human wants love, Every human wants affection. More than anything else, every human wants acceptance. If that person is not getting it from their safe space, तो वो बाहर जाएगी, फिर उसको जज करेंगे, तुम ना ये सिंपैथी लेती रहती हो. I get if her age kids are saying, guys, whoever is her age, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people who are older, okay? You're still learning, they were learning. I don't blame any of your friends.
Right.
I squarely blame all the teachers and anybody who was there not to listen to her, because here's a grown-up child in a way. A woman, a child in a woman's body, okay? She's still kind of grappling, and then she says things like, "Mujhe apna thought alter karna hai." Well, it's going to be great for you because you will become baap now. That I'm guaranteeing you. By the way, that'll be the positive that'll come out of this, because sabke bas ki baat nahi hai to work on themselves. I have seen enough people. I deal with a lot of people. Not everybody has that. So that way, this is actually going to be great for you. But I still feel, why? Why do you have to alter your thought when you have been wronged? You know, and then explain yourself. Please don't. यहाँ पे, by the way, we are not sitting here for sympathy. That word doesn't exist in this setting. I'm just making that very clear. Not just with her, with anybody. This is not a sympathy seeking place. Neither is this a victim space. Neither is this like, oh wow, see, देखो मैंने इतना heroic act किया. No, we are trying to understand what this person is saying, and please make a change. Please make a change. Continue. Now let's talk about. So you've told me the emotional. You've told me about the school bit. What I need to know now is that you've grown up and you've gone ahead, and I know that you went to Mumbai. What were the few positive and negatives that happened there, and what made you come back?
Okay. I think that was the best decision of my life, going to Bombay. So,
did you go to become a movie star?
Yeah.
Did you go outside Shah Rukh Khan's house?
No.
Shit.
But yes, Bombay was like amazing for me because so 18 तक जब तक सब चल रहा था, तब तक मेरे माइंड में एक एम था कि मैं 18 होंगी और मैं घर के बाहर जाऊंगी. उसके बाद for I think 8 to 9 months I went to Amity, Noida, and then I went to Bombay to become an actor. I wanted to become an actor, this also I'll tell, because I wanted to change the world. So
it's not fun.
Everybody from my school, all my teachers, these teachers I'm talking about, they knew this, okay? So since I was 3 years old, I used to say that I'm going to become Miss Universe 2018 and I'm going to change the world. Because उस टाइम बच्चे के दिमाग से मेरे को यही समझ आता था कि मेरे को ये बनना है तो लोग मेरी बात सुनेंगे. मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आता था कि हाँ मैं ग्राउंड वर्क कैसे करूँगी, जो मैं अब करती हूँ. तो वो सारी चीज़ें. बट बॉम्बे, all of this time, Bombay was very good for me because learned a lot of things, learned networking, learned okay I'm worthy in the sense only financially, not otherwise. Because Bombay mein I learned how to earn money, and Bombay mein it was good money, no? So you do a shoot, you get good money, you get like 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, thoda sa kaam karne pe, and then you can just go travel. So for a kid who's trying to escape getting money and doing things and not being at home or that space where you weren't feeling well, so it was good. But throughout this time I was trying to escape, and not only from Bombay, so I think since 9th grade was when my life started going the bad way. When I look at it, I am sure there's no bad and good way. For me, it wasn't the right way. I could have done better, but I did not know. So I think from 9th grade till few years back, I was an alcoholic. I have had major alcohol problems. I was into drugs. I was into all the wrong things like drugs, alcohols, parties, because I was just trying to not be alone. I never wanted to be alone. I wasn't fine with myself. I wasn't comfortable, and so I was this Bombay jaake bhi na, I got introduced to really good people. इंडस्ट्री में भी अच्छा कनेक्ट्स हो गया था. तो आई वाज लाइक दिस न्यू गर्ल जो आई है दिल्ली से, एंड got a lot of attention. And this was good attention, this wasn't bad attention. Like, so I have a group of friends जो मैं बॉम्बे शिफ्ट होते ही मैं एक्टिंग स्कूल गई थी और उस एक्टिंग स्कूल में मेरे 2 फ्रेंड्स हैं, एक किंग पोरवाल, वी वर्क टुगेदर स्टिल, वी आर स्टिल फ्रेंड्स, एंड माई सेकेंड फ्रेंड इज शिव. So King and Shiv were there, but King left after a certain time and he is more close to me. But Shiv was always there and his family was in Bombay, so I think I was really protected because of them. कभी भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुई मेरे को, एक बार क्लब में we went out dancing and we were drinking and there was this guy जिसने मेरे को छेड़ दिया. और तब तक ना वो उसने जैसे छेड़ा ना वो इतना कॉमन हो चुका था क्योंकि लोग इतना ज़्यादा और बुरा कर चुके हैं कि उसने like he came and grabbed my ass and then went. So that act has become
so mundane,
yeah,
that ये तो कुछ भी नहीं.
but so what I did was I went to that person and very calmly, I was in a good mood, I told him कि तुमने ये मेरे साथ कर दिया, ये किसी और के साथ मत करना क्योंकि बॉम्बे से कोई अपना सपना छोड़ के चली जाएगी, तो तुम ये किसी और के साथ मत करना. बस इतना बोला ना मैंने उसको कुछ गलत नहीं बोला, कुछ नहीं. एंड मैन, दैट मैन वेंट क्रेजी. It's like you've come with these guys, इनने ऐसा कुछ किया होगा और बहुत कुछ, and then they started slut shaming me and then I had to go to the police station. Maharashtra police talks only in Marathi. That man is laughing in front of me after doing whatever he did. And this is how it was. So I think when in Bombay, because of those people, वहाँ पे भी I was so pressurized to just give my statement जल्दी. ये भी एक बहुत बड़ा problem है ना कि आपके साथ कुछ harassment हो जाए और आप जल्दी statement दो. अरे इंसान को अच्छा तो फील करने दो, फिर तो हम स्टेटमेंट देंगे ना. So I was very protected because of them, but yeah, I was a lot into alcohol and drugs. And so there was this particular time in Bombay, it was for 3 months, and I went out for a party, my drink was spiked by a drug which is very, very addictive. And that is what happens in Bombay. So we are talking about it. I hope I don't get in trouble because of this. But Bombay में ना ये जो ड्रग रैकेट है और जो ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग का रैकेट है, ये मिला हुआ रैकेट, दोनों मिले हुए हैं. तो ये क्या करते हैं, बहुत सारी लड़कियाँ बॉम्बे से जाती है जो वापस अपने घर नहीं जा सकती हैं. और ये पार्टीज़ और इनके लोग, क्योंकि वहाँ पे जो कल्चर है नेटवर्किंग और पार्टी करने का, एवरीबडी टॉक्स टू एवरीबडी, तो इनको समझ में रहता है ना. ऑब्वियसली जो फॉर मी, जैसे मैं, वी यूज टू बाय ड्रग्स, राइट, बिकॉज वी वर कंज्यूमिंग ड्रग्स एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. सो आई हैड अ फ्रेंड, शी वॉज फ्रॉम लखनऊ, शी ऑल्सो हैड अ रियली बैड चाइल्डहुड. I don't know what made her do this. So she got involved with one of the drug lords in Bombay, and from my drink getting spiked to a 3-month process where every day I was on drugs, like every day, not sleeping for 6 days, in a pathetic condition. And then there was this state after 3 months where we did drug overdose, because 6 दिन पूरा टाइम करते रहते तो नहीं उतना फील होता था. आई वाज लाइक ओके, आई वांट टू फील समथिंग एल्स. एंड दैट गर्ल वाज आल्सो लाइक यस. ड्यूरिंग दोस 3 months, because I was a lot into drugs and that girl was manipulating me a lot, I used to stay with, at that point of time I used to stay with 2 guys. I had 2 friends जिनके साथ मैं रहती थी, and अल्लाह कसम उनके वजह से बची रही हूँ मैं. तो she tried to put in some things in their head also, but because they were not taking drugs, तो उनको नहीं. I was on drugs and मेरे को सबसे उसने डिस्कनेक्ट किया 3 months के प्रोसेस में. 3 months के प्रोसेस में दिस ओवरडोज वाला नाइट, लाइक आई थिंक 36 hours I tripped really well. I was so happy, like yeah, I feel good and all, क्योंकि वो होता है ना, escape है आपका मतलब ब्यूटीफुल फैंटेसी वर्ल्ड है. And then suddenly, because obviously she was also on the same amount of drugs, and somehow that day, I still don't remember because वो शॉक वाला स्टेट में चली गई थी और इतना ओवरडोज और जो भी. And she said something where I understood, oh my god, something is wrong. मतलब this girl is involved with a dealer or something is wrong. उस टाइम पे भी मेरे को ढंग से समझ नहीं आया था. And before this, a week before this, we were, ये जो so 2 ड्रग लॉर्ड्स थे 2 एरिया के, उनमें से जो दूसरे एरिया के ड्रग लॉर्ड के घर पे हम गए थे that was the first time in my life when I saw a call girl also. Like I did not know the concept of call girl and everything. That was the first time. And मेरे लिए I respect everybody, but मेरे लिए वो as a kid मतलब थोड़ा shaky हो गया था. And वहाँ पे भी उस टाइम पे भी मतलब उसने बोला कि रुकते and the way that man was talking to me, I felt uncomfortable. So now think of a child who's in this situation.
How old were you here?
This is 21 maybe. Okay, think of me in this situation because I've gone through maybe a lot of things before. At this point of time, I'm acting smart. I knew how to get out of it. There I told him, okay, I've got friends, I'm going to go with them, leave them, and then I'm going to come back and meet you alone. So this is the reason वो वाले दिन मैं बची थी. और जिस दिन ये वाला मेरे को realization हुआ, and at that point of time we were at her home. So I walked down the society and here on overdose, I'm having a bad trip. I realized, okay, मतलब there's nobody I can, and at that point of time because उसने मेरे साथ जो setup किया था ना, मेरे mind में कोई एक नाम नहीं आ रहा था मैं किसको call करूँ, क्योंकि उसने मेरे को सबके against कर दिया था कि they're trying to do this,
and obviously parents have no idea.
No. So today, maybe if they listen to this, they'll get
it's going to be
know.
new for them.
Yeah, they don't know.
So basically a girl leaves home because वहाँ पर has been like unpleasant. School खत्म. She studied in a college and then she's trying to pursue her dreams, but because there's not been a solid backing where she can make decisions which are good for her, she gets into all this. I hope people are taking note of this, parents especially and teachers who obviously shape the child, but parents कि थोड़ा देख लो यार ऐसा. And you know, Sana, can I say something? Not all girls are like this. By that I mean is that there is an inherent purity to you, wherein even though a lot of crap you may be just the chosen one. कि देखो तुम्हारे साथ करेंगे हम सब, by करेंगे I mean the ऊपर वाला or the energy. I don't so much believe in like God per se, but there is an energy. That energy I feel you is looking over, is saying अभी मैं ना I'm going to like bash you up like how, but you will have that little DNA or gene that will always be rising. Okay, not all girls have that. So please take note of this. Not all girls are going to come out of drugs, of trafficking, of all of that. Okay, so
but
and Sana, just quickly telling you, we have about 10 minutes. Okay, so we have to wrap up and you have to give your message. So you finish this and now we'll get to the message bit. Please finish what you were saying. Mumbai.
No,
and you got the drugs bit.
So then I realized that what is happening in. So I walked down our house and there were these 10 people who were following me. So basically they had planned कि अच्छा इसका trafficking वाला thing होएगा. They wanted to sell me. I don't know to whom. Maybe to the drug lord because he had a thing for me. तो या तो वहीं रहती या कहाँ जाती मेरे को नहीं पता इनका रैकेट का क्या प्रोसीजर है. But I was in for it and set up by a friend of mine. So all of these things have also happened. After that, unfortunately, जो मेरे घर पे जो मेरा डॉग था बडी, he fell sick. I came back to Delhi. उसका ट्रीटमेंट करवाया, he passed away. तो 2 महीने में यहीं पे थी. तब तक वहाँ जाके घर वर चेंज किया, but I stayed there. Then life was good. I understood कि ठीक है थोड़ा ड्रग्स करना है तो दूर होके करना है इन लोगों के साथ नहीं, लेकिन तब भी ये नहीं समझ रहा था कि अल्कोहल और ड्रग्स नहीं सही है. Like I still drink till now. I am not an alcoholic anymore. I enjoy drinking, so I drink. But I've abused it a lot, and I think so somehow people around me, my family knew that I drink and I'm into whatever. But I was always blamed for being this kid who is bigdawa. Blamed for being this kid who is rebellious. Blame for being this kid who always is doing the wrong thing. Blame for I don't know what.
Because it's easy, na? See, for me to use a word for you, one word, if I have to use what a slut, what a whatever, what a bigdawa, what a characterless person, it's easy na, one word. लेकिन अगर आप दिमाग चलाओ अपना and you start to think why, थोड़ा सा before do you, it creates a wreckage in your brain when you are labeled, and that too at such a small age, at such a young age. You know, it just kind of, it's bad. It's the easiest thing for people to do.
It's very difficult to process it also. Like,
and you have to, has anybody helped you process?
I've been trying to, so I've been on this journey. I'll take like 5 more minutes. So from 6th grade onwards, I was into depression. I have gone through depression, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, pseudo seizures. All of this, I was suicidal, majorly suicidal. I've tried to, I don't know, tried how many times, and then I just gave up on killing myself because I felt that I'm so unlucky कि मैं मारना भी चाहता हूँ, अब नहीं मार पा रही हूँ. All of these things, I've been into drugs, I've been an alcoholic, I've been on the most pathetic side. On the most pathetic side. मेरे अकॉर्डिंगली जो हो सकता है ना, जिस साइड पे मैं आ गई हूँ, ये ना बहुत, ये मैं करने का सोच नहीं सकती थी लाइफ में कि मैं यहाँ आ जाऊँगी. आई एम अ कॉलेज ड्रॉप आउट. आई डोंट हैव अ CV resume. आई हैव बीन वर्किंग फॉर ऑल दीज ईयर्स, बट I always felt that I'm not good enough. I'm not good. I do not deserve love. इतनी सारी चीज़ें ना. It's been 10 years almost living alone, away from people. Initially, उसमें भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हुई. People used to talk so much कि why is she living alone? Her family is here, her family is there. I mean, you know, sometimes it's not our choice. Life is not our choice. Things that happen to us are not our choice. My parents being divorced is not my choice. Me not living with them, in some ways now it's my choice. But अगर हम साथ में भी रहते, it's not going to be good because I cannot get that entire family now together, and all of that cannot happen. So everything in life is just happening not only with me but with a lot of people. And the only thing I really want people to understand, caregivers to understand, parents to understand, schools to understand, teachers to understand is, you know, आप लोगों को भी आई अंडरस्टैंड सारी समझ नहीं है, क्योंकि आप लोग भी पेरेंट्स होके भी हर दिन ग्रो कर रहे हो. आप ऑल टुगेदर एक जर्नी से जा रहे हो जब आप हर रोज़ कुछ सीख रहे हो, लेकिन आप लोग हमसे बड़े हो, है ना. मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ क्योंकि मम्मी पापा है या क्योंकि टीचर्स है तो उनको आना ही चाहिए ना बेस्ट वे रिएक्ट करने का. ये तो ज़िंदगी है, ये तो हम सीखेंगे लाइफ के साथ. लेकिन बेस्ट वे में मत रिएक्ट करो, सबसे अच्छा सल्यूशन मत दो. बस ऐसी चीज़ें मत करो ना कि जिससे आपका बच्चा सेल्फ डाउट में चला जाए. ऐसी चीज़ें मत करो कि जिससे आपका बच्चा इतना शैटर हो जाए कि उसको लगे कि मैं वर्दी ही नहीं हूँ. मतलब ये चीज़ें सही नहीं है यार. ये आई एम टेलिंग यू, इट्स टेकन मी सो मैनी ईयर्स to build myself up, and I'm still not there. It's going to take me a lot more years, a lot more people maybe who help me, but it's not an easy journey. And as a kid, I've been to psychologists, therapists, nothing could help me. I just felt bad about myself. I couldn't feel that safe space with these people also who are experts. After coming back from Bombay, started looking for things because after coming back from Bombay, I came back from Bombay because प्यार घर वालों के लिए और ये सब, और अच्छी बात है, आई लव देम. बट उस टाइम पे मेरे को लगता है करियर, और नाउ आई एम हैप्पी दैट आई केम बैक एंड उदय केयर सेट हो गया और माहिर सेट हो रहा है और गोल्डन हैंड चल रहा है. बट मैं वहाँ से भी इसलिए आई क्योंकि मेरी फैमिली वांटेड मी टू कम. माय फैमिली वांटेड मी टू कम बैक टू बी अराउंड देम, एंड देन फॉर 1 year माय फैमिली डिड नॉट स्पीक टू मी. एंड माय ब्रदर, माय भाभी, ये लोग से मेरा रहता है, इनसे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हमारी बात होती रहती है. बट अदर पीपल नहीं बात हो रही थी किसी से. हाँ, तो अब यार मैं अपना पूरा ज़िंदगी तो थोड़ी बनाई थी जो मेरे को लग रहा है इन माई हेड की मैंने बनाई है, चाहे वो एस्केप ज़िंदगी थी लेकिन कुछ तो क्रिएट किया था, कम से कम एक फाइनेंसेस कुछ थोड़े बहुत आ रहे थे, कुछ तो हो रहा था वहाँ पे, कॉन्फिडेंस तो आता था, वहाँ कुछ लोग तो थे जो फील करवाते थे कि ठीक है
You
कर
are
हो जाएगा.
something, you're worth it.
हाँ,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I came back and then what to do in Delhi. This place gave me so much trauma, so much, all the memories coming back, and then I don't talk to a lot of my childhood friends because my school life was really bad after a certain time. So I don't talk to people here, and I'm scared that people will still see me and get after me. Like it is still in my head till now. So I again got into like major depression, and that was the time when I was like, okay, if I try to kill myself, which I tried doing at that point of time also, again I failed. I'm a big failure when it comes to killing myself. Like I've tried so many
Or maybe
times.
life is giving you a message
Eh.
that you better stay
I don't
and
know.
lead. Please lead.
Like I did not, like now I'm healed and I wouldn't try doing something like that. I love my life. Even if I don't love, I appreciate my life. But बहुत ना चीज़ें लगती हैं ये करने के लिए, और मैंने वो चीज़ें अपने लिए ना खुद से ढूंढी. मैंने वो थेरेपीज़ जाके की, मैंने वो थेरेपीज़ को अपने ऊपर अप्लाई किया. एंड this is a 1 minute I'll take. So the first time I do therapy, which is a 21-day course. It's a mirror work therapy, and you get to know a lot more about yourself. You work on your thought process, and you work on your 5 not so good emotions, and it's more about connecting with yourself, working on your belief system. So this therapy, when I tried on myself for the first time, so usually by the 4th day your mindset will start changing if you do this therapy. And 4th, 5th day, when it started happening with me, I had this rush of happiness, and I did not know what that feeling was. Like, and this is me at 23 or 24. Like I've lived for like 23, 24 years and do not know, okay, this is also a feeling.
And it is in you.
Yeah, and I had to call people to understand, okay, what is happening to me? How do I manage this? Because it is so new to me. And since then also, since 23, now I'm 28, almost 5 years, I've been doing different therapies, both for myself and also with people I've been working. I just suggest them whatever tools I can. I don't say I'm an expert, but I can help them with the tools that I have. So it's been 5 years, and in इस 5 years में भी ना क्या होता है कि लाइफ में जब आप ये थेरेपीज करते हो, अब मैंने ना सेल्फ वर्क तो कर लिया. सेल्फ वर्क 3 साल, 4 साल, 5 साल, और सेल्फ वर्क पूरे टाइम चलेगा. लेकिन मेरा सेल्फ वर्क करने के कुछ तरीके होंगे, आपके सेल्फ वर्क करने के कुछ तरीके होंगे. तो वो जो सपोर्ट है ना किसी और से, जो सेल्फ वर्क में गाइडेंस या ये वाला चीज़ ना, दिस आई फाउंड इन लाइफ. आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट 2 years, एंड आई थिंक 2 years बैक थोड़ा एस्पेक्ट्स में, बट लास्ट 1 year बैक, यू नो, so I have a friend, he's a very close friend, we've worked together, not worked together, but he helps me out with my NGO ka things, and definitely with me getting better. So last 1 year, because he's around, because uska bhi surgery hua, and he had, मतलब वो यहाँ है ही तो कोई है साथ में, but because वो ये एक जर्नी में मेरे था, और मेरा 1 year में जो डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, या 1 year में जो हीलिंग हुआ है, वो आई थिंक लास्ट 4 years का जो हीलिंग था, उस प्रोसेस को वो 1 year में और आगे चली गई हूँ मैं. यू अंडरस्टैंड?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's fit.
Yeah, and also like हम कितना भी बोले ना कि वैलिडेशन हम सीख नहीं करते हैं. सो ओवरऑल आई डोंट थिंक आई नीड वैलिडेशन. आई डोंट नाउ रियली केयर अबाउट व्हाट पीपल थिंक एंड ऑल. But you know, when you're on this journey of healing, and when you're trying to do things, like I started with crystals and then got on to journaling now, then mind-body relationship. But you know, when I was at that crystal wala point, I think at that point of time also people thought that she's just crazy.
You know, the crazy ones are the best ones. Please continue being, please don't sort yourself out. Stay like this. Please. Yeah. Please, मेरे को मिल रहा है, मेरे को लग रहा है मेरे को कोई मिल गया है, because I have, believe me, exact, like you're mad, you're crazy, you're dumb. ये कौन करता है? कौन सी दुनिया में रहते हो?
ये तुम पॉजिटिव अफर्मेशंस क्या कर रहे हो?
What is this?
अरे करना पड़ रहा है अफर्मेशंस.
Okay, Sana, now we close with your message to the world. This is very close. You have 2 minutes. Huh?
So I think I've pretty much spoken.
You have, but if you could just articulate that particular thing that you said.
Yeah, but
about the caregivers bit.
Yes. So I've almost spoken about everything, and the main thing, जो main चीज़ मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ, ये सारे parents के लिए है, ये सारे teachers के लिए, ये सारे adults के लिए. Not only parents, teachers. Let's just put everybody into a category of adults. आपके आसपास अगर कोई बच्चा अलग अलग फेजेस से जा रहा है, या अगर आपके आसपास कोई बच्चा है जो आप पेरेंट्स ना, मेरे को पता है होते हैं साथ, लेकिन पेरेंट्स से ना कभी कभी बच्चा उतना खुल के बात भी नहीं कर पाता है. तो एक तो सबसे पहली ज़रूरत की चीज़ है कि पेरेंट्स वैसा स्पेस बनाए कि बच्चा खुल के उनसे बात कर पाए, राइट. और ऐसे बात कर पाए कि उसको डर नहीं लगे बात करने के लिए, उसको ये नहीं लगे कि मैं जज होऊंगा. वो एक स्पेस होना चाहिए. और फॉर टीचर्स दिस इज़ अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मैसेज. I really respect teachers really a lot, and I think teachers have the potential to change a child's life, to make it or break it. I have faced both. I had a principal who made my life, who, like, a lot of what I am today is because of her. Again, I'll take her name, Madhuri Parthi. She's a big, like, she's the, you know, she's the woman who showed me.
You need to celebrate. Please celebrate.
हाँ, मतलब आप उनने मेरे को दिखाया कि ओके सना, फीमेल वुमेन, you're a woman, you can do whatever. You are a girl, you can do whatever. Like, she made me feel that. And then having teachers around who just crushed me. टीचर्स who made me feel bad. टीचर्स, देखो मेरे को तो समझ थी नहीं, राइट. मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा था, मैं बच्ची थी, मैं लाइफ को हर दिन जी रही थी, मे बी एस्केप करने की कोशिश कर रही थी, मे बी कुछ हैप्पी मोमेंट्स ढूंढ रही थी. लेकिन आप लोग बड़े थे, आप लोगों को थोड़ी समझ होती है ना, तो थोड़ा सा हम लोग कंपैशन और काइंडनेस, दो मेरे वर्ड्स है जो मैं ऑलवेज साथ में रखती हूँ और लोगों को बोलती हूँ कि ये हमारे को लाइफ के बेसिस रखने चाहिए. बट थोड़ा कंसिडरेट बनना चाहिए. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड वाई अ किड इज़ बिहेविंग इन अ पर्टिकुलर वे. फॉर पेरेंट्स ऑल्सो, लाइक पेरेंट्स फील माई किड इज़ वेरी रिबेलियस, माई किड इज़ आउट ऑफ माई हैंड्स, माई किड इज़ द वर्स्ट किड, माई किड इज़ नॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ द सोसाइटी. जो अच्छे बच्चों का जो भी स्टैंडर्ड होता है, मेरे को नहीं पता ये क्या स्टैंडर्ड है. आई थिंक आई फेल्ड वो स्टैंडर्ड में फॉर a lot of people in my family. But you know, बच्चों को समझ नहीं, और हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं ना, हम लोग स्पेशली जिनके पास गाइडेंस नहीं है ना, हम लोग एक एक डे ट्राई करते हैं कि कैसे अपने आप को लाइफ में बनाएं. एवरी डे इज़ दैट जर्नी. एवरी डे आई वॉन्ट टू बिकम अ बेटर पर्सन. एवरी डे आई वॉन्ट टू बिकम अ पर्सन हु कैन, यू नो, create that space for somebody, contribute. I want to be that person जो किसी को बुरा नहीं फील कर पाए. ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ है. मैं बनना ये चाहती हूँ, मैं एक अच्छा इंसान बनना चाहती हूँ. इवन टॉकिंग टू माई पेरेंट्स, टू माई केयर गिवर, नॉट केयर गिवर्स एनी मोर, राइट, लाइक टू माई पेरेंट्स. बट टॉकिंग टू माई पेरेंट्स ऑल्सो, आई डिड नॉट नो थिंग्स. And I maybe still do not know things. I'm trying to figure out life. And so are you. So are you. And so is everyone. So let's try to figure out life in a good way. Just be more of the species you are. थोड़ा इंसानियत ज़्यादा रखो, थोड़ा काइंड रहो, थोड़ा कंपैशनेट रहो, लोगों पे स्माइल करो, और अपने बच्चों को समझो. आपके बच्चे बुरे बच्चे नहीं हैं. समझो कि क्या उनको कुछ करवा रहा है. And also try to get to know your kids like properly, man. That's the main thing. Like, I have been told that I'm not a good kid and I've grown in the worst ways.
You haven't. Can we give a please?
No, but genuine. Kanika, I have a doubt about that. Like, even if I
can we tell her that have we met anybody more genuine? Honestly, tell me, have we? it takes, can this be the platform and this be the day? I know you're already working, but can I also please contribute into telling you what an amazing human being you are, and that you don't need to change 1 inch. You please continue the way you are, and all of us, I'm telling you, they mirror these thoughts. I know that, I know they mirror. Okay? Just be who you are, and you're awesome. You're
Yeah,
awesome.
because that creates a very big. Now I'm over that period where मेरे को self doubt उतना नहीं होता है, but
आता है,
still at
आता है,
points आता है कि
आता
अच्छा
रहता
ऐसे
है।
मैंने क्या कर दिया?
आता है।
What am I not doing
It
right?
is going to be a constant, but that's what I'm saying. You just don't lose yourself. Please. For me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
For
you.
me also it's important.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's it.